Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
What would be the first step to implementing a dream that you have?
What's the first step of implementing the dream that you have? The first step is to understand what a dream is and what a dream isn't. You have to understand what a dream is meant to be. And there are different types of dreams. There's some dreams which are insignificant. Insignificant. And there are other types of dreams which are extremely significant. So extremely significant. So the first step is to separate, to split. This is a bad dream. This is a nightmare. This is a real dream. If it's a real dream, what does it mean? You have to have knowledge. And dream interpretation is one of the major principles that we learn about and study in the Quran and in the Hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. There's a whole entire chapter in the Quran that talks about the concept of dreams. Yusuf alayhi salam. He was freed from prison. He was given his status, his due right, because he was a major interpreter of dreams. The Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam, he tells us that dreams are a part of prophecy. They are a part of prophecy. And the companions, such as Khadija and Aisha and other Sahaba, many of them, they talk about the Prophet's dreams. That when he was asleep, they wouldn't wake him up because he was receiving revelation. And the first thing that the Messenger of Allah, أول ما بدأ به, the first thing that he was given, الرؤيا الصالحة, is a good dream. All right? And there are many hadiths about the importance and the significance of dreams. But you have to understand that some are significant and others from shaitan. All right? So you have to learn the basics of dream interpretation. After that, with learning the basics, you can never ever do without an expert. Just like medicine. This common sense tells you this is what you need. Do this when you're bleeding. If you have a fever, so on and so forth. But you can never ever do without medical expertise. And that's why when you read on Google, I have this rash on my neck, I have this bump on my head. You'd be shocked when you type in Google. Whatever's going on in your life, before you finish the sentence, is already a suggestion, right? And then it gives you 20, 50, 100, 1,000 results. And at the end of the article, it tells you, go to your specific what? Doctor, your physician, your healthcare provider. Don't just take this article and just think that you don't need to see a professional. So therefore, you go to your imam or your local scholar and you say, yes, Sheikh, I saw in a dream that I was flying. I saw in a dream that an animal ate me up. I saw in a dream that I did this and I did that. What does that mean? Clear? And then he's going to do one of two things. The first thing is, he or she, whoever the scholar may be, they'll give you the general meaning of the dream. The general meaning of the dream. My teeth fell out in my dream. In general, it means someone that you love and is close to, you're going to lose out on. They're going to die. Or, if your teeth fall out in your dream, that you'll live, you'll be very old. In general. That's the general interpretation of the dream. But the specifics now, what do you do for a living? Do you have brothers and sisters? Do you pray 5 times a day? Has anything traumatic ever happened to you in your life? I need to know specifics about your life, which will add to the specifics of the interpretation. Everyone understand this? So you learn the basics. After you've understood the reality of dreams, what they are and what they are not, then you go to someone who's an expert, and then ta'ala, you'll be on track. Inshallah. And Allah knows best. That's in brief.